AC Milan is on fire. They've won 5 of their last 6 Serie A matches. They're just 8 points from 4th and 7 points behind Inter. Gennaro Gattuso has completely changed this team, and remarkably, they're now on track to qualify for the Champions League. Whoa, mate, just take it easy. Jeez. Given how the first half of the season went, it's more than fair for Rossoneri fans to be a little bit excited about their recent form. They're undefeated in 7 and are quickly climbing up the Serie A table under the helm of Gattuso. Giacomo Bonaventura has been one of their leading figures in terms of their form, and his presence in the midfield has certainly provided a positive for those around him. Case in point is Hakan Çalhanoğlu, who looks more and more comfortable in the Rossoneri shirt with every game that he's playing. Strong passing, crossing, shooting, and of course his set piece ability is becoming more prominent, confidence is growing, and he looks like a leading candidate to lead the club forward in the coming season or two. Then there's the growing talent that is Patrick Cutrone, without mentioning the so far underutilised Andrea Silva. Davide Calabria looks strong down the right, and with Andrea Conti still to return, things certainly look bright for the future. Though future being the key word there. Now, this is not to rain on the Rossoneri's parade, but there are some rational reasons why feet need to remain firmly on the ground, and why, at least in my opinion, they simply won't be contenders for the Champions League this season. If we look objectively at the start of 2018, things couldn't really have gone any better for Gattuso's squad. Both Inter and Roma went on an incredible winless streak, failing to secure 3 points in any of their January fixtures on top of half of December's. Obviously, this isn't a common occurrence, and you have to think both teams can only do better. Now, Roma have already started to find some form with 3 consecutive wins, while Inter continue to stumble, albeit with some key players still out of their squad. Meanwhile, Lazio have had a small form slump of their own recently, though a win over Verona may spell a return to their normally consistent football. And now we go to Milan's victories over this same period. Now, home wins over Sampdoria and Lazio should of course be celebrated, though the others, with all due respect, came over Spal, Crotone, Cagliari and Udinese, 3 of the bottom 6 sides. The real challenge is going to come in the coming weeks away to Roma, followed by the Milan derby. In fact, 4 of the next 7 league fixtures are up against top 5 opposition. And for those who aren't quite convinced of Gattuso's work just yet, this is their chance to really show their true colours. And they need to perform away from home. To this day, they have still yet to beat a top 10 side away from the San Siro this season. Now, this is the major issue, particularly with matches away to Roma, Juve, Atalanta and Torino still to come. Now, motivation is of course high, but we're yet to see how this team goes once the novelty of the new coach starts to wear off. Things just simply can't keep going as well as they have been so far this year. Europa League is certainly a goal for them and a realistic goal, though you have to think that the Champions League is just too much of a stretch for this season. Now, to be clear, I had predicted Milan would come 3rd at the start of this season, though at the moment it looks like 6th is the realistic position, where 5th is optimistically the very best they can do. Unless, of course, 2 of the top 4 teams have a drastic fall from grace. Though, that's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. Either way, let me know what you think in the comments below. Is it too late for Milan under Gattuso, or can they actually achieve what looked impossible just weeks ago? Can they actually qualify for the Champions League? Let us know in the comments below. Of course, subscribe to the channel. Follow Forza Italian Football on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Head over to forzaitalianfootball.com for all the news and features. Otherwise, ciao for now.